Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And if you ever wanted to be overpowered inside the game, well, this is the video for you today. Today I'm going to be playing all of the best tier 8 vehicles inside the game, class by class, playing live for YouTube without the benefit of cherry picking my results. So, as you would expect, most of the vehicles at tier 8 are premium, so is it surprising that most of the best vehicles are going to be all of the premium tanks? Although, if I have terrible games, I'll try and mix in some regular vehicles as well. So let's take a look to see what is the best heavy, and whoa, would you look at that? Surprise, it is the BZ176. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to get a little bit filthy. This is the most controversial vehicle inside the game right now. And why is it so controversial? Because this is the only tank that Wargaming haven't sold in a year. It was available last year inside loot boxes, and since then they haven't sold it. I've talked about it many times on the channel as to why they haven't sold it. It's because it's just flipping overpowered. Why? 800 alpha, which is ridiculous for a tier 8 heavy, combined with great frontal armor, and it's got rockets as well, so it can just not be slow when it doesn't want to be slow. No, it does have quite a few issues with the gun handling, accuracy, yada yada yada, but that just doesn't really hold down what is all in all an absolutely monstrous vehicle. So Wargaming haven't sold this one in a year, and I don't think they have sold it because they know how much this thing just messes up the matchmaker. It really does. And even though they haven't sold it for a whole year, there's still 300,000 battles with BZ176s in over the last 30 days. You can tell there's a lot of them still in the matchmaker, and understandably so. People who bought them by getting the loot boxes last year. It's quite a fun vehicle to play, right? And at the end of the day, a lot of people who are playing tier 8 are only playing tier 8 because they want to make a lot of credits, they want to make a lot of profit, and how can you blame them, right? Now, the problem that Wargaming have now is that they've got a vehicle that's so overpowered that they can't really sell it without just saying, we want money and we are willing to make our game much worse because we want money. And so, because Wargaming can't effectively nerf premium tanks, they can't ever get this thing back into a balanced position where they could sell it and not actually just mess up all of the matchmaker. So I think Wargaming's only real option with this vehicle, unless they do want to just commit, kind of, shall we say, just fully admit, is what I'm trying to suggest, to how much they are willing to make their game worse to make cash. Their only option is basically to nerf this tank. If they nerf it, then tier 8 is more balanced, and then they can sell it again. And even if they nerf it, it'll still be a pretty monstrous vehicle. It'll still be an absolute monstrous vehicle. Although I will say that this tank is very matchmaking dependent, and the fact that I'm facing a lot of tier 9 and tier 10 tanks, I mean, there's hardly any juicy vehicles that I can kind of have fun with. And I don't really want to spend 7,000 credits shooting the side of an E100, because as you can see, I only did 142 damage. But the thing about this tank is that for every matchup that you get into where there's hardly any juicy targets to shoot, and I'd say this is actually a bad map for this vehicle as well. This is the kind of map where you want to be playing a faster heavy that can be able to get forwards. For every game that you get into like this, there'll be a game where you just end up against all of the casual little tier 6s, and you can really mess them up. Like if I hit that guy's lower plate, how much will we do? Oh, that's incredibly lucky. I really think that is insanely lucky. That should not pen. I've only got 225 millimeters of pen, and it's HE as well, which means that if it hits an angled surface or spaced armor, that it gets way, way, way worse. But I just... What? What? This is what always confuses me about this tank. I think, like, it's going to be awful, I'm going to be helpless, and then somehow you can just manage to, like, summon up Muppets to just drive out in front of it and take 800 damage. I don't know why. How did I pen that E100's lower plate? Should we try and do it again? With a pixel snipe here. A pixel snipe. I can't pen that because the upper part of his armor's good, but I guess I can just track him. I'll lock his tracks down. I'll do 446 to his tracks because he doesn't have very good armor around him. Or should I say above it? So, okay, well, honestly, this isn't that bad of a start. I'll take 2,000 damage against higher tier tanks. And I've got all of my hit points left to boot. If I can hold back this flank, it could be great news for me. Shall I look for the cupola? 7,000 credits whiffed. I think, how would I nerf this tank? I think if you want to nerf this vehicle, you either have to just lower the HE pen. I think, honestly, they could remove 50mm from the HE pen, and that would force the BZ176 drivers to use AP and to learn how to overmatch, kind of like your 50mm plates. I think that would be the way that Wargaming has to address this vehicle. I don't even understand how I'm up to 3,200 combined here without losing a hit point, but that's just the magic of this tank. It just seems to just work. Although I have to admit, that pen on that lower plate on the E100, you know what, I wish I'd bought a lottery ticket instead. Because while I'm going to have a lot of credits in World of Tanks from this game, yeah, I'd probably far rather actually have the millions IRL with regards to that shell pen, right? Put some money on it, right? Okay, so in this kind of a situation, I think I'm just going to have to chill, just wait for the game to develop a little bit. I think there's a chance that my team win the North, and if my team win the North, then we win the game. So if I'm in a tier 8 and I'm against a tier 8 and 2 tier 9s and a tier 10 just sitting opposite me with the possibility of artillery support, I might as well wait. Plus, every time that this tank pokes, they're going to be mostly hit by my 2 artilleries at the back as well. So I can just relax, just chill out, just take my time. It's something that I don't do enough in World of Tanks. I find when I'm streaming that, you know, when you're going to be playing World of Tanks for 12 hours, you don't want to just sit there and just be a spectator for a little while, right? I feel like, well, I'm playing for 12 hours. I might as well, oh, who's pushing this 430? I might as well just be aggressive and go get stuck in right now. Oh, this is interesting. Either there are ghosts, or this 430U has come back as a zombie. I mean, there's been enough zombies on the enemy team, if you know what I mean. What's this guy doing? What is this guy doing? Well, how about... Oh, I shot his man. My bad. I tried to aim a touch lower there, but the shell actually went a little high, and I think I wasn't using my full gun depression there. Bit of a misplay by me. It's okay, though. Our artillery should start zinging in shells. Left, right, center. 67 isn't going to get the job done, unfortunately. I got to watch out, because this guy can overmatch the top of my tank. Will do a lot of damage if he overmatches the top of my tank. However, I know he hasn't got very good side armor and that good on the upper hull. So I should be able to do... Oh, 74? But did you notice I actually knocked out his commander as well? Come on, Arty, make it rain. Why is our Arty so low on hit points? Must have been some counter battery fire. So yeah, I just gotta be careful. Like, if I keep my gun not raised here, they can manage to overmatch the back. Oh, go on, Arty, you can hit those little guys at the back. Oh, maybe I can get the top of his vehicle here. I might even be able to... Oh, I don't think I can overmatch that. It's just awful damage. Only 49. We're spending 7,000 credits to do 49 damage. I spent 14,000 credits to do like 100 and whatever there. But he has got a dead commander. Is it just me? What's this Rinoceronte doing? I love what this guy's tactic is of just pushing them along here. This is actually really good play by him. I can only respect the way that he's playing. It's fantastic play. Let's see if I can hit like the sidebar. Dude, I only did another 49 damage. That's so bad. I'm gonna need my artillery to help out. Oh, come on, artillery. Oh no, one of our artilleries is dead, got counter batteried, I guess because he's been sitting still for so long. I really don't know how I'm gonna handle this. I've got a 705A who's just bombing it along. Maybe I can shoot up into their tank and be able to get a good amount of damage with an overmatch here. Can I try and find the side armor of his vehicle? Oh, nice shot into my gun, but didn't really do anything there. I've got an idea. Maybe I can shoot up into his side armor like this. He's doing a really good job here. There we go, 181. It's definitely not going to win me any prizes. But now the artillery is starting to shine. Yeah, good job, Rinoceronte. Well played, well played. Dude, did I just spend something like 30,000 credits to do, what, like about 250 to his tank or something? Maybe more like 300, I'd say. That's definitely not going to pay the bills. That's not going to pay the bills. What's happened to the other flank? We've got a Kampfpanzer who's locked in mortal combat with 2 vehicles, suggesting to me that they will die. But, yeah, I gotta hurry this up. If my artillery hits this guy... Oh, he doesn't. I can't really just go after him, not with the M3Y. If the artillery had hit him, you know what, I think I gotta do something. If I go after this guy, I know they've got like an M3Y somewhere over here. Is this guy gonna go after my lower plate? No? Oh, the M3Y's over there. I might try and shoot the M3Y first. No. Oh, the RT. Okay, he bounced 1 shell. I'm gonna come around the corner and put 800 into him. Okay, he's down. I think I gotta close the distance against the M3Y here. Nice. We'll close the distance, and then maybe I can handle the others as they come back into base with the Rinoceronte. This is a very slow game for me. You'll know that all my playing games are usually a lot faster than this. I'm going to switch to an AP shell here because I think it will give me a better chance of going through the guy's side armor. But maybe I'll be wrong. Oh, wow, look, he's right there. I don't want to use this boost. Can I overmatch the top of his vehicle? I can. Might as well just go after him here, I think. Oh, he got me in the side. There goes my hit points. There we go. Alright, let's drop back to base. Holy moly! Usually I do quite badly in the BZ-75. BZ-176, I should say. Let's make our way back to base, and let's hope that all of the enemy team are low on hit points. I think I'll switch back to my HE shells. I don't even want to look... Oh, hello. Hello there. Why, hello there, Ferdinand. Shall I boost? Nah, I probably need the boost for later on. Oh, the 705's low. Hopefully the Scorpion's low as well. Scorpion's low. Oh my gosh, if I can get this Ferdinand. Where is he? Oh my gosh, I've got the side of the Ferdinand. This is amazing. Just got to hit this shell now. Just got to hit this shell now. Just got to hit this shell now, he says. Oh, there's half health. Half health off him. Okay, he can't see me, but this is right. Oh, he can. I've got the world's longest reload now. This is such an important shot. Maybe I can get higher. I think I should have probably chased that Ferdinand down. Oh, this is getting quite spicy. Do you think they'll come after me? I know they got 2 arties. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just save my boost. I wonder if anyone's going to come from behind. If I've got 4 minutes left, should I just go for it? Alright, what I'm going to do is really stupid because obviously the arties could be coming for me right now. But I just feel that, I just got to go for it, right? We're already up to 6,500 combined. Gosh, I don't usually have good games in this vehicle, especially live. Live for the YouTubes. Okay, we know where the arty is now. I've still got 1 of my boosts. The Scorpion doesn't need an HE round. Wow, this thing's quite slow up slope. Thank God I still got 1 of my boosts. I'm just waiting to see if they're going to have 2 going into the cap circle. I'm wondering where the... Hello, what's that? Oh my lord. I'm going to start loading AP and I'm going to cross in front of this SU here. There's 1 bounce. You know what? I think I'll let them all come to me. I think I'll just have to hold this position. I think I'll just have to hold this position. That's all I can do. I got to get them all to come to me one by one by one. At least I now know that I'm artillery safe here as well. Should we look for a shot on this SU? Where was he? He was like about here. Sometimes I like to ping the map so I have an idea of where I need to aim. Oh, he's blatantly in that bush. He's blatantly in that bush. He's not actually. Alright, I think I have to go after this Scorpion. Because the STRV or the SU could be flanking me. I think I have to go after him. Oh, he's right there. He is flanking me. Okay, we'll drop back. Uh-oh. Ah, disaster. Ah, they got me. They got... Ah, well played. I didn't expect the SU to come from behind. My bad. My bad. If I'd had a boost, maybe I could have managed to make this one work. Alright, well, considering that matchup, I'd say this is actually still a pretty disgusting result for the BZ-176. Well played to the enemy team for finishing me off there. Yeah, when you've got a bunch of vehicles behind you, it's not so good. Wow, that's an ace tanker for a high caliber. I got more experience than everyone apart from the Scorpion on the enemy team. So well played to the Scorpion for that. Nice frag on me there. Well played, dude. Look at that, 5,684 damage. I made 167,000 credits profit even though I spent 102,000 on ammunition. That's probably the most I've spent on ammunition in a long time in World of Tanks. What a ridiculous game. What a ridiculous tank to start this live gameplay over with 7,400 combined in the worst possible matchup. 14 out of 15 hits with some careful marksmanship there. I have no idea how we penned the E100. Maybe I should just call it quits now, right? But that's not the way that the live gameplay goes. Okay, so we've played the best heavy tank. Now let's take a look to see what the best medium tank is. So the best medium tank, according to win rate difference, is the Astro Rex, with its average player having 51.54% win rate, but still nearly getting 53% average wins. The Astro Rex is an absolute hidden gem of a medium tank, and not a lot of people really think about this. Everyone's thinking, Borask, 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 but they don't really think about having an autoloader, as well as also having turret armor with gun depression. And the only thing that really sucks on the Astro Rex, I guess, is that 4-second intra-clip reload, but 320 damage every 4 seconds is still better than an Object 140, for example, right? So you're basically like an Object 140 burst damage, very nice, even better than an Object 140 burst damage, 20% better than an Object 140 burst damage, but you do have to spend 30 seconds reloading the magazine, which can prove to be a little bit painful. This tank also has really nice gun handling, 0.1 on the turret, 0.13 when turning, and interesting 0.18 when moving forwards, which is the worst dispersion value. Whoa, I should have taken the vision system, by the way. Whew, just got there, just in time. So this thing doesn't need to use vert stabs. One of the biggest mistakes that I see Astro Rex drivers doing, at least in my opinion, is taking vert stabs. Whereas I think that you should try and focus on improving the vehicle's horrendous accuracy. The vehicle's accuracy is 0.43, and that is the bad aspect of the vehicle. So if you're using vert stabs, I mean, you know what, you know you, but I'd recommend trying an aiming device. If you've got a bounty aiming device on the Astro Rex, give it a go. See what happens with the overall accuracy of the vehicle. And because the intra-clip reload is 4 seconds anyway, then why do you really need to worry about the gun handling? I feel as if the accuracy for me will make way more of a difference. So I'm hoping that we can be able to get some shots in here. And this is without vert stabs, this kind of gun handling here. And that, yeah, that intra-clip reload is long. Dang, I aimed far too high against that 1390 there. I'm taking a vision system because this map is very bushy. And if I can try and control the bushes here, I should be okay. Wow. Great start. It looks like maybe today is my day. I don't usually have like good luck sessions like this in World of Tanks, so maybe today is my day, boys and girls. All right, well, the mill's there. The ELC's on the inside. I guess I just have to kind of like sit here for a little bit. I'm not using an exhaust, so my camera rating isn't that good on this tank. Yeah, there we go. So I've got to watch out with being spotted. There's the 1390 coming back. There's an Emil right there. He's actually seen me as well. And this is the interesting thing, right? I've got my autoloader. And look, I have more than enough time to fully aim in between my shells. Of course, when I'm stationary. And this is without the aiming device. The aiming device really helps this vehicle. The vents as well on this tank just improve everything. Everything about the tank. As vents do on all vehicles, but none more so on autoloaders that can't use gun rammers, right? Only way to improve the DPM. However, this tank isn't really something that really needs to care so much about the actual physical reload of the vehicle because of the long intra-clip. If you take so long to get your rounds out, that is where you lose your DPM. A lot of people on the Minotauro, for example, make the mistake of trying to improve the rate of fire with one of the field mods, which is, in my opinion, a terrible idea. Because the Minotauro, it doesn't really matter how long it takes to reload, because the Minotauro, it's the unload that takes a long time. That what matters. I'll talk about unload. There's a Mills kicking my backside here. Luckily, my turret armor isn't too bad. I think he's run out of ammo. And I haven't. He uses his repair kit, and hopefully he overturns. Oh, that's awkward. I'm actually going to load a gold mag here, because I don't know about you, but there's a big fat German that's making its way through the town, and I've got to avoid it like it's Oktoberfest right now. Hopefully the 752 looks after me. Looks like this game is ending quickly. One of the most ridiculous things about this vehicle, by the way, is look at this reverse speed. And let me clarify, this is the reverse speed when I've made it worse to improve the vehicle's camo. This thing's reverse speed base is 30. If you were to take the field mod that improves its reverse speed and take a decent turbo as well, you could go backwards at 36 in this tank. Ludicrous, right? The vision system getting me better vision on the E100 here through the bushes. My T-54 later waiters are gone in. And unfortunately, the E100's rampage through Oktoberfest is over. There's the Emil who caught me earlier. I really don't want him to catch me again because then I won't be able to take a hit from any of the other vehicles. Is that T-30 about to get me good? Oh, I'm so lucky. He nearly got me very good there, but at least he's not got me, so I can make my way in. Got some time as long as I hit this shot. Oh, wow, I'm lucky. I didn't see the Lerva. I should have died there. That was a big misplay by me. But to be fair, this game is won, and yeah, I'm just trying to clean up. Just trying to clean up. Just trying to clean up. There's a Borsig somewhere, a T-30 somewhere. There's the Borsigo. Borsigo probably won't catch me. I'm going to catch this T-30. Whoa! That was definitely one of the bad accuracy moments. Yeah, this reticle's so big. It's a ridiculous reticle. You should totally take an aiming device on this vehicle when you're not on big bushy maps like this. Nice one through the Lerva's upper hull. Long intra clip, doesn't matter. Finish off the Tiger Moose. Get 4 kills. And that is that. The Astro Rex roars once more. A clinically underplayed tank. It baffles me when I look and I see that the Astro Rex is played less than 1/10 of what the Borask or the Progetto is played. Why more people don't jump on the Astro Rex is kind of beyond me. Alright, that was the best medium tank. Why don't we play the best light tank now? And oh, controversial. It is the EBR-75. So this, again, is a tank that hasn't been sold in a very long time. And I guess I must say that one of the only failings of using win ratio difference as a statistic is that, of course, the vehicles that have the best win ratio difference will either be premium tanks, because premium tanks never have to be stock, but also tanks that haven't been sold for a very long time. There won't be any new players playing the vehicle, learning it, right? So people who are playing the EBR-75 are grizzled veterans of the game. So the win ratio difference is probably going to be more favorable for a vehicle like this than the BZ-176, because there are no new players who have purchased it, just playing their first few games, unlocking field mods, or just learning how to play the vehicle. With all that said and done, the EBR-75 is still improving its players' win ratio more than any other Tier 8 light tank, and that is probably because of the funny matchmaking that this tank gets. This vehicle only can meet either other EBRs or it can meet Lynxes. And we can see that unfortunately it's an EBR on the enemy team and not a Lynx. And the thing is that every time there's a Lynx on the enemy team, you don't have like just a free game, but it's a huge advantage for the EBR-75. Because the Lynx against this is terrible. This thing's got amazing HE, so does the Lynx, but this thing can easily out-handle the Lynx with regards to gun handling, and just put in multiple HE rounds and just trash the Lynx. Plus, most people who are playing this have really fancy equipment, and they are using very good French crews. Whereas to all intents and purposes, people who are grinding up the French-wheeled light tank line are probably running sort of like a fresh crew in the vehicle. And if they're running a fresh crew in the vehicle, or not a super skilled crew that has like 4 or 5 skills, then they're going to also be at a tremendous disadvantage as well. Talk about disadvantage. There goes the EBR. This tank actually has my most skilled crew member. My 00 Santa Claus has 9 skills. And that's because of, well, it's because of, oh, that's not good. Nice shot by the Udos. I didn't expect I was exposing so much of my tank, but I was. That's because this thing is amazing in front line. Oh, what the hell? Come on. I'm getting my bell rung at the start of this battle. That's not good. Well, good play by the enemy EBR. He just whizzed in and whizzed out. And unfortunately, I have been caught, which isn't ideal, is it? So, okay. So, the bad thing about this tank is once it's lost a few of its hit points, its ability to be extra cheeky is severely diminished. But, I don't know, man. When I play an EBR, I feel like I have to be cheeky anyway. I keep getting spotted. I'm not sure if it's the ELC. I'm not sure if it's the WZ who's trying to peer into one of the bushes. There's all manner of light tanks. There's 2 ELCs on the enemy team, so I think there's one ELC. I'm not asking for the obsidian. No, I'm not doing that, Wargaming. I want to ping the map near him. I think there's an ELC right there. If I could go back, I would probably have actually just raided the northern flank here. I think instead of just messing about in the center. Okay, well, terrible start for me. Good shot by the UDES and good hit by the artillery. But it's still all to play for. It's dead even on hit points. No frags yet for either team. The other ELC does get spotted. I think he was in that position that I was talking about. And ooh, WZ132 seems to be pushing forwards. He didn't see me though, which is unusual. Either that or I'm spotted the whole time. Oh my goodness gracious. I think I'm out. I think I'm out. I didn't realize that my team is just not spotting at all. And this flank is overrun. I'm going to tell this engine panzer to fall back. I'm going to tell this ELC to fall back as well, because he's overrun. He has to get out, otherwise he's going to get farmed. Alright, let's just whiz up here. And I'm going to proceed to try and get some shots in. Okay, ELC spotted there. Let's fall behind this bush and load some HE. How does that miss? Can't believe I didn't hit that shot. The first one looked like a sitter. Man, my ELC marksmanship is poor right now, not going to lie. Here they come. Not looking where I need to be. Nice HE shell. The HE on this tank is scary, to say the least. 260 alpha and 75 pen is mad. Here comes that EBR. That EBR is a mad lad. He's going to keep pushing forwards. I got to try and put 2 shots into him while he pushes up. I wonder if he's just going to go for this. Is he just going to come up here? There's one. Where did the second go? I don't understand where some of my shots are going right now. Maybe I'm just not aiming very well. I'm sorry, GW Tiger. It's nothing personal, but it's your time to go, old sport. Just trying to create new lines of fire on my opponents right now. Oh, I got spotted again. Disaster. Alright, it's okay. I should be able to hold this corner with the Borsig. At least I hope I will be able to. Knocking down a lot of trees. I reckon that EBR could come in like a hurricane from my right in a second. Nothing I can really do about that. There's an obsidian there as well. There's the EBR. What? How did I... Oh, he spotted the arty, not me! Oh, that's so unfortunate. I wasn't spotted and they were shooting at the arty. Oh, disaster, boys and girls. Talk about disaster here, an artillery shell coming in, I think. Well, that was a good hit. I'll say thank you to the Borsig. Okay, maybe, just maybe, just maybe. Well, I don't have any carry hit points now anymore. I'm trying to see if I can find this obsidian. The priority has to be to try and get rid of these ELCs. How did I get spotted again? Oh, the sneaky French weasel gets me, and he high rolls as well. Oh well, there go my carry hit points. Oh well, not a glorious game for the EBR 75, but that's how it goes. I lost a few too many of my hit points early. I didn't show perfect marksmanship in this game. If you don't show perfect marksmanship and you lose your hit points early, you deserve to lose, sir. Alrighty then. So now let's take a look to see what the best tank destroyer is. So the best tank destroyer is the Turtle. That is the vehicle that has the second best win ratio overall, but the best win rate difference. The Turtle was recently Omega buffed, and for absolutely no reason. I have no idea what Wargaming are thinking sometimes with the balancing of their game. They took a tank that had a 50% win ratio, and they just decided to turn it into a mega tank. What they did with the Turtle is they increased pretty much everything that was weak about the vehicle. They improved, I think it was the gun handling. I think they improved the aim time a little bit now. That was one of the biggest downsides of the vehicle, is that unless you were completely stationary, you could never use the vehicle's full rate of fire. And at least when you to be fully aimed at decent distances. And the biggest crazy thing that they did about this tank is they improved the top speed limit to 25 kilometers an hour, which means that you've gone from being a super slow tank to just being a bit of a wild child. On this kind of a map, I honestly would quite like to drop the turbo and just focus on using vents as well as the durability device, but I'll use the turbo. Okay, so this map it's pretty good for the Turtle. Nice close quarters combat. It's not perfect though. This tank wants to use its 10 degrees of gun depression on a ridgeline. It's pretty crazy within that regard. It's kind of like a British heavy, just without a turret, you know? Think about your Carnarvon, just with the gun turned up to 10. This thing has 2,900 base damage per minute. It's reloading with the build that I have here without things every 5.4 seconds. But it actually has better alpha damage than an Object 140 at 330. Now if I had really fancy equipment on this vehicle, I could probably get the reload down closer to 5 seconds. And that is terrifying. That is a terrifying tank to behold. Alright, so on Ghost Town Assault, they got some pretty scary heavies. I think I've just got to basically hold the alleyway here. This position's really nice for holding, but if you allow the enemies to get your cap circle, this map can go from 100 to, 0 to 100 very quickly indeed. Well, let's just go and try and work this corner. Just sit here. You can actually poke around the side. I'm just going to not overcommit, even though I am in a very scary tank, and just see how the game develops. That's what my plan is. This T832 got caught. IS-3 got caught. I just got to make sure I'm still back far enough that my lower plate isn't too exposed, but also still just keep getting my shots in. And as long as I hold down this alleyway, it can still be good. Man, this tank, dude, 240 standard pen as well. Wild. I'm up to 1,600 damage just like that. I am getting lucky with where my shells are going, but don't feel like I'm showing the worst of marksmanship. Hopefully this guy will just... Can I find that shot there? No. Hopefully the IS-3. I don't know, part of me is thinking like I could be greedy and go forwards, but I think I'll wait for the Viper to be a little bit busy. Oh, I'm shooting the 703. I should have aimed higher there at the guy's turret. About there will do it, I think. The 703 won't take that shell from me. Nice. Don't know what this IS-3 is thinking. Looks like the 703 pulled back, so I should be able to get the shot cleaner into the IS-3. And wow, okay. This is looking terrifying now. And just these heavies, what are they meant to do, really? What are they meant to do? Oh, the Skoda's actually coming after me. No, he's not. Is he in a platoon? He is in a platoon with the XM. No. Yeah, shoot someone else, not me. There's a good lad. Oh, bro. Oh, he got me once. That might be his only shell, actually. Alright, T832's tracked once. This is awkward. Do I have to watch out for the 703? Ah, oh, shame I didn't high roll there. I lost an extra 300 hit points because I low rolled. Actually, no, I didn't low roll. I rolled for 342. What are you talking about, Uncle Scrublord? Well, live by the sword, die by the sword. That's 4,400 damage in sub 3 minutes. Unfortunately, I've lost all of my hit points to be able to facilitate the process. I should be able to maybe pull back here and still catch the 703-2. I've got to be careful, though. He could easily get me in the lower plate. I think he spotted me. But that Skoda is going to be on my side in a second. So I feel like I've got to drop back here. Drop back again, maybe to this corner. Keep an eye on the Skoda. He'll probably try to be able to make a flanking play. And let's just wait it out. I'm going to get rid of this building so I have a cleaner shot on the Skoda when he comes around. And, wow. Look at my damage per minute now with the adrenaline rush. Oh, how can my team be losing this? I've literally destroyed the hit point equivalent of 3 entire heavy tanks and my team is still down. Oh, well, it doesn't look like Wargaming buffed this enough then, right? Lol. Wargaming didn't buff this enough. Lol. As the AT-15 is about to get farmed by a turtle and a borask. Well, maybe what's happened is there's a turtle on the enemy team who has been farming just as hard as me. Do you think that's what's been happening right now? Maybe they all waltzed into the turtle as hard as the enemy team waltzed into me. Ah, possibly. Shame I lost those hit points. It was maybe a little bit too frivolous against the T832. Nothing I can really do in that scenario. This XM66F is advancing. And he is now in the garage. Nice. Come on, ELC, you gotta help out. Oh, Artie tried to get... Whoa! Through the gap! I didn't think about that street. Alright, the Skoda's behind me. The WZ's trying to flank me. The Borask will be behind me soon. 703-2 behind me soon. Skoda behind me soon. I guess I gotta drop back even if the artillery gets me here. I don't really have a choice. Ah, okay. He gets me in the upper hull with gold. Well played. Well played. But, whew, 5,500 combined in less than 5 minutes. that is going to be some spicy credits. All right, games have been pretty fast, so I think we've got enough time for one more. Let's play a tech tree tank. And funnily enough, the tech tree tank destroyer-wise, that are giving its players the best win ratio is the T28. And that's because it just has the right kind of play style. It's basically like a turtle, just doesn't really have that god tier DPM, right? Doesn't have the crazy armor that this vehicle has. But if you can get a T28 into a nice matchup, the tank does well. It's one of the trends of World of Tanks. That all of the vehicles that do end up with the best win ratios are the ones that have that front-loaded armor. So yeah, I mean, I did double, if not quadruple, what anyone else on my team was able to do, and double what anyone else on the enemy team had to do. I thought it was the turtle who was farming, but the actual enemy turtle only did 600 damage. Oh well, yeah, Wargaming should have buffed this more, right? Anyway, nice to get my second high caliber in 4 games. Unfortunately, I lost the EBR round as well. I should have done more in that one. Okay, so let's play a game in the T28 as a little bit of a bonus round. So I'm going to be setting this thing up with gun rammer, durability, and turbo. And it doesn't actually look like I have all of the field mods yet, but that doesn't really matter too much. The T28 is a great vehicle. Actually, look what I should do. I should change this. Always make sure you remember to change that to experience gain when you don't have all the field mods. The T28 was actually one of my first YouTube videos back in the day. My very first one, as you all know, was the M103, but the T28 was... I'm not sure if I got a Kolobanov's medal or it was that I just got 10 kills. Just got 10 kills. Man, this map, though, this is not a good map for this tank. If I was a turtle, I would be jumping for joy at the prospect of working this map with 10 degrees of gun depression. But this map, no. This map definitely needs a little bit more. This is going to be very unfortunate. However, I've got to commit anyway. So I've got hopefully 2 builds. I do actually have 2 builds. I have one gun rammer vents coated, and I have one which is like an assault. So do I want to play assault or do I want to play chill? I'm actually going to go for the chill build. I'm going to drop the coated optics. Sorry, I'm going to drop the turbo. And I'm going to go to the back of the map and I'm going to camp. Because I just feel like that is how I'm going to play best from this side. There's no real opportunities to grind through here very quickly. So I think that if I just make my way back here, hopefully knock down a few of these trees, and then use the camo crew. Oh, sure, I'll use the camo. Actually, I just realized I don't have a camo crew. Oh, this could be ugly. I wonder if I can even knock down that tree outside of the map. I don't think I can. I don't have enough gun depression. If I did have enough gun depression, I could do. This could be fairly awkward. Maybe I've made a bit of a misjudgment here. Maybe I should have just tried to focus up on the... Maybe I should have just tried to focus up. Well, this tree doesn't look like it actually has any leaves, but I don't know. Maybe we can move the foliage back anyway. Well, there is no foliage. You should know, Mr. QB. You know you have your PhD in vegetation and all of this. Yes. Goodness gracious. All right, Mr. Charioteer. That is aggressive play. He hasn't taken any damage. And here's the thing. If somebody hasn't taken any damage, then they do the same thing again until they get punished. So I think if I pre-aim here, I'm pretty darn certain the Charioteer is going to poke up again. Yeah, it's something that you can just consider. Whoa, did that Borsig just do 1,600 damage ammo rack on one of my top tier heavies? Okay, now that the Charioteer has been punished, it's very unlikely that he's going to poke again unless he's a real silly sausage. He'd have to be the most silly of the silly sausages. Oh my word, he looks like a pretty silly sausage. He's nearly poking. He's just got to come out there, but you see that he's probably not. I mean, the vast majority of players, after they've taken a shot when they've poked out, will not poke again, and so you're kind of wasting your time even by looking at them within that regard. Guess I should go for some gold here against this projectile, or I could aim up into his flaps. That is a miracle shot, but good game mechanics, knowing about that opportunity. Got to know about these opportunities. Man, what do I even do with to a tiger mouse? I've got 297 pen, and it's not enough. Would you believe it? 297 pen, and it's not enough in World of Tanks. What a world we live in. What a world we live in 2023 World of Tanks. Well, this is a pretty good start for me. I'm not sure about my decision to chill back. I feel like it's a little bit of a cowardly decision. Usually cowardly plays result in okay damage, but they don't result in you having the impact in the battle to make it a win for your team. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you should all drive in really quickly early on in the battle and get yourself killed early. That's not going to benefit anyone apart from the enemy team. But I do think that there's a fine line between, should we say, defensive plays and offensive plays. And it's finding that balance that's one of the most tricky things to do in the World of Tanks. I just felt on this map that, what do I do? Push around here? Get nailed by the TDs? Use my 5 degrees of gun depression? Kind of like cry myself a river as I get farmed? I don't think it was going to work. Because I think sitting back here with my TD line, probably the more sensible option for me. Plus later on in the battle, I might be able to use my hit points when the TDs get bored and come forwards. Good shot by the Charioteer, got a good shell into the IS-3. Now we can see that the enemy team is starting to be more aggressive now. And as they are more aggressive, there might be more opportunities that avail themselves. To QuickyBaby and his T-28 at the back of the map. Very brave, very brave, very brave in these bushes. Very brave in these bushes. The only problem here is if we lose the east, this position becomes forfeit. So I'm just hoping that my medium tanks hold. We've got an E50 doing work down the 0 line. If we see the E50 fall, might be a very bad omen for our chances of being able to get through this battle. That's for sure. A dark omen on the horizon if the E50 down the 0 line falls. Alright, Mr. Progetto, you want to come get some? You want to come get some? Oh, you do. That was very silly. That was, I mean, there's silly and then there's what he did. That was really, really silly. Right, the Foch is in the middle of the map. I'm going to go for him. I don't have intuition on this tank, so I obviously don't have a very good crew. A very good crew. So we know there's a Borsig at the back, most likely using the large caliber gun if he ammo racked the T-54 from near full health. But the T-54, I think he lost 1,600, so he did get hit once before, so it could be any kind of a caliber gun. That's the nature of World of Tanks. If you just get hit twice, it doesn't really matter. Both shells go into your ammo rack, bang, bang. No opportunity to be able to repair your ammo rack? Well, good night, sir. Your tank is done and dusted as your ammo explodes. Okay, the E50's still around. I sincerely think that my team is still doing okay on the other flank, and I can just chill here. I can just chill. There's nothing forcing me to play right now, and I think this Tiger Mouse is about to make a misplay as well. I'll wait for him to really crest. Good job. It's my team to hit the shells. Unfortunately, even my gold round not enough there. What's this Foch doing? I might just go for a tracking shot here. He doesn't have the durability device. He's behind a building now though. IS-6 thinking about poking. Charioteer. Oi! That was a really lame shot. I should have never have fired that. That was lame. I just realized, is that the same Borsig? He just appeared and he nailed the E50. No, our linchpin is down. Okay, so here's the thing. I think now it's time to commit. Now that we've seen that the Borsig has left, all there could be is like a WZ. Man, I did not realize this thing was so slow without a turbo. Wow. That's why you see that my main build on this vehicle is turbo with a gun rammer and a durability. Wow, this thing is actually incredibly slow without a turbo. Oh well. Slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes. Sometimes not. There could also be a Yank Tiger at the back. I'm going to switch back to gold rounds. Be a little bit filthy. Might only get another 2 shots this game, 2 opportunities. But 1,500 hit points. Decent frontal armor. That's all you need sometimes, right? I'm going to tell this K91 that I'm going to help him. But I just need some time. You just got to hold on, K91. Please hold on, K91. Please hold on, K91. It's not holding on. Got the Foch out. Well, when I say out, I mean first shot into the Foch. Second shot into the Foch. Should be quite hard for this Tiger Mouse to catch my weak points. Third shot into the Foch. Borsig's using the small gun. Oh, that was a chancy one, right? I think I got to push this. I realize there could be TDs anywhere right about now, but what am I going to do? I got to get rid of these 2 guys. I realize I might get shot in the side. I'm a very slow tank, just slowly trundling forwards against a Tiger Mouse. I can't pin him in the cheeks more than half the time. I can pin him in the side though if he does that. Gonna go for an HE shell here on the Foch. Uda's behind me. Gonna switch to another round, repair my fuel tanks for obvious reasons. Udas is using the little baby gun. He leaves. He dies. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm just wondering where this Yak Tiger is. He's got 2 kills. So does that mean that he was in the center? I'm quite happy that I'm using coated optics right now. I wish I had the field mod so I could have increased my view range by 3%. But alas, I don't. Alas, I don't. I'm trying to think about how I play this. Do I go and fight in the town? Or do I wait for them to push? Oh. Help me, G-Saw.
I need help. Enemy is hit.
Please, boys. Oh, wow. That was one of the worst things I've seen. Oh, I don't know. G-Saw was a stormtrooper, but Char was gone. Gotta watch out for... Oh, Yak Tiger dumps a gold round. That was silly of me to poke there. Hopefully... I don't think I've got a good enough repair crew. I think I'm dead to the Yak Tiger. Oh, the Borask. Feels bad, man. That was a real silly poke there. That was a real silly poke. I shouldn't have done that. I was overconfident. I was thinking maybe I could get this Char. But yeah, no, I shouldn't have poked there. I should have just relaxed. I should have taken the fact that the Char came in like a stormtrooper, and I should have chilled out. But still, 3,600 combined. Not a bad game for a tier 8 tech tree tank. Unfortunately, I think my team is going to lose this one. But just a good session all in all. I mean, a good session with regards to our consistent damage, but definitely not a good session with regards to our win rate today. That's for sure. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, those were the most overpowered tier 8 tanks inside the game. Sorry that 4 out of the 5 of the replays today were premium tanks, but that's just the way it is. So over 10k wargaming rating in only one of our 4 wins, 2.25 frags a battle, and yeah, a nice, chill 4,600 combined at tier 8. Not bad. That would be enough to 3-mark most tier 10 tanks, let alone the tier 8 ones. Anyway, really hope you enjoyed this video today and you enjoyed these live commentary videos. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And let me know if there were any vehicles that you were surprised that were on the list today or surprised that there weren't. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic and hopefully I'll see you soon.